Hi everybody, Zach's Reacts, and welcome back to another episode of Reaction to Fairy Tail. Today moving on to episode 39 and going on from there. Last time we had the Tower of Heaven arc continue. We got to meet the Trinity Raven Assassins, and they're a good time overall, guys. I forgot basically everything about those three characters, but they're pretty fun, they're pretty awesome, and they all got defeated in their own little episode. We basically had Lucy versus Vidalis. Vidalis was the big rocker guy, and he kind of overtook Juvia's body, basically turned her into a rocker. That was really cool. So Lucy had to figure out how to defeat both of them, but through it all, guys, they basically realized that Juvia really cares about her and everyone else in Fairy Tail. Lucy got to hear just the sincerity from Juvia of how she feels about everything, and she was basically then able to get Juvia to snap out of it in the end and call upon Aquarius. They took care of business. They did an awesome unison raid. I love that. Then we also had Natsu versus Fukuro, the Owl Man, and Natsu eventually got eaten. I was surprised because he ultimately kind of lost this battle. He kind of just got surprised because of the motion sickness and everything, but Gray ended up coming in, helping him out, defeating Fukuro, rescuing Natsu, and like Natsu said in the episode, it's going to be held over his head for months to come that Gray defeated this guy when Natsu couldn't. So that was kind of surprising. I forgot all about that. And then we had Ikaruga, the swordswoman versus Erza, and that was really awesome, guys. We know, as I mentioned in the last video, she comes back in the final season. I won't get into details of how, but she comes back in a sense and battles Erza again. And when I did that reaction, guys, I had no memory of who that character was, so it was really awesome to revisit the whole Trinity Raven characters and see that all. We eventually then had Erza versus Jellal, and Jellal kind of used Erza's emotions against herself and basically trapped Erza and thought he just had her defeated, and then Erza broke free and was like, "You can't control me. I don't fear you." Like, it was just so cool, man. I love Erza. She's great, and I'm just so excited because now we are officially going to have Erza versus Jellal in this big battle. I think this is all the climax in this video, guys. We're going to do the ending of the Tower of Heaven arc, and it's going to be good. So thank you guys so much for joining me, as always, on this ride. It means a lot. Please like this video if you haven't yet, and please subscribe if you haven't yet for more reactions coming soon. We do have a Patreon as well where you can help support this channel, so feel free to check it out. The link is in the description below. Thank you to those of you that have already done so, and here we go, guys, with episode 39 of Fairy Tail. Let's go.
Hey guys, ready for some more Fairy Tail?
Always.
Just make sure that when you're watching, you turn the lights on in the room. And don't sit too close to the TV.
Alright. I forget when they get rid of that little
Jellal, one of Erza's old friends,
intro, but it's fun.
The evil wizard Seraph using the Tower of Heaven. With help from the rest of her old buddies, we defeated Trinity Raven, a team from the Dark Guild Death's Head Order. But now...
Hurry, Natsu! The Etherion is about to fire!
Oh man, yeah, this, like, I'm super fuzzy, guys. As I've said, this, I don't remember how this arc ends. The beginnings of it I remembered pretty well, but everything in the last video and everything coming up now, I'm very, very fuzzy on. I don't know how it ends. I know the Etherion, I think it's blasted, and I want to say Jellal uses that power to harness the device that he's trying to operate from the Tower of Heaven, and I don't remember if that's right or wrong, but that's my guess. And I know Seagrain's involved. I think we're getting glimpses that Seagrain's actually evil at this point, working with Jellal. I don't think that's confirmed, but there's definitely suspicious activity from him going on, and it's good. It's good, guys. I'm so excited. And I think in the next video, we are officially kicking off the Battle of Fairy Tail with the Thunder Legion here. That'll be fun. Can't wait for that moment. You know what's up. You guys know what's up.
Why don't you tell me what your real goal is, Jellal? You and I both know that the R system hasn't been completed. Do you know what I've been doing since I left this place years ago? Researching it relentlessly. And I know that even though the tower itself was constructed exactly like the blueprints, There's still one thing you don't have. A vital part to its completion. Magic energy.
Give our prayers to the
Oh my
sacred
gosh, so
light.
I think that right there spells it out. Like, we need the Therion
I don't
blast.
think you realize how much magic energy
That is
you'd
what
have
he
to
needs. That's the
accumulate
power
just
he's
to
gonna need.
activate the R system. You could gather every single wizard on the continent, and you still wouldn't have enough power to pull it off. This tower doesn't have the capacity to store that much magic energy within its walls, and you certainly can't do it on your own. I find it highly suspicious that you haven't tried to escape despite knowing the Council's preparing to attack. You know your dream will never come true, so why are you willing to risk your life? Do you want to die? If that's the case, then we'll go together. I'll stay here to hold you down, and I won't let go till the bitter end!
To be honest, that doesn't sound so bad. I no longer have control over my own body and soul, because I've been possessed by Zeref. I'm merely a puppet he's manipulating in order to become flesh again.
You were possessed by him?
I wasn't able to save myself, and not even my closest friends were there to come to my rescue. That's when I realized there is no heaven, nor does true freedom really exist. All of creation was finished before it even began.
Let us pray. Let us pray.
Let us pray.
For the end.
Oh, he knows what's up.
Go ahead and finish me. Isn't that why you came looking for me?
There's no need for me to spill your blood with my own hands. The satellite square is focused and the Etherion will fire any minute now. That means this is the end. For both you and me.
It is a grim fate that we share.
So all this time you were just another of Zeref's victims.
It's my own fault. I let my weakness get the best of me. The rift between my dream and reality was too deep for my mind to comprehend.
The only people capable of saving you from your flaws and your inner weakness are those who you call your friends.
That's true.
I apologize for not being able to save you back then. Can you forgive me?
Erza. You have saved me.
We pray to the sacred light for forgiveness.
Oh my
Let
gosh.
us fire the Etherion at once!
It's headed straight for the tower!
Natsu! Erza!
That light. We didn't make it in time.
Erza!
Oh, my God. Freaky grin.
This is the end.
Etherion has impacted the target!
Was the target successfully destroyed? I need confirmation.
The density of the ether nanofusion is increasing! Extreme weather conditions are expected! What's happening? Oh no! Did we lose him?
We're still alive. What have
crystal. That's a lacrima.
So, you think they're okay? Maybe they survived the blast and they're still inside.
It's here. At long last, my hour of glory has arrived.
Glory.
This is the true form of the Tower of Heaven. A giant magical lacrima crystal. Thanks to the Council, it's ready to activate. The Ethereon's magic energy provided the missing piece of the puzzle. Which means the R system is now complete.
The target is still standing.
It's a giant lacrima!
I think it actually absorbed the magic energy of the Ethereon blast.
Seagrain, I think it's time you start explaining yourself.
He gone.
He disappeared.
She's still hiding in the shadows.
So, I was your pawn.
Your expression was priceless, Erza. He isn't capable of putting forth his full power right now, so he had to manipulate you in order to save himself.
Seagrain. I don't understand. What are you doing here?
This reminds me of when we first met years ago. Do you remember? You accompanied Makarov to the Magic Council to submit a written apology for destruction of property. She attacked me out of nowhere. She must have mistaken me for you. I can't say I blame her. After all, we do look alike. You refused to let up until I confessed to you that I was his twin. But still, you were hostile towards me from that day forward.
What did you expect? If you truly cared about your brother, you would have tried to stop him instead of helping him cover his tracks. And I know you've been spying on me and reporting back to him.
Is that so? A mistake on my part. In retrospect, perhaps I should have said something that would have convinced you I was going to find Jellal and kill him.
I get it. So the two of you have been conspiring this whole time.
Conspiring? Not exactly. I'm afraid it's more complicated than that. We're not twins, but two faces of one person. And we have been from the start.
But how is that possible? Was he just a projection?
You never suspected for a moment we were one and the same.
Then you're the one responsible for firing the Ethereon. Did you worm your way onto
Just
the
like
council just
Emperor
for that?
Palpatine playing
you
on
enjoyed
both
the
sides,
freedom
man.
I granted
It's
you all
crazy.
those years ago. Your release and everything after was all part of my plan to resurrect Zeref.
How can you live with yourself knowing that your entire life has been one big lie?
Magic energy. I can feel it surging through my body.
We've been had.
What's happening to the building? It's like it's starting to age and collapse. This has to be the Arc of Time, but that's one of the lost magics.
Altair doing her magic.
No, oh dear.
This is all for Master Seagrain. I suppose I should say Master Jellal. All of his hard work has paid off, and now his lifelong dream will become a reality.
Looks as though someone's a little worse for wear. Don't tell me
I
you
will
used
admit,
up all
guys,
your
I
magic energy
am
fighting against Ikaruga.
like, I really forgot that Seagrain and Jellal were one and the same. I was thinking Seagrain was a second separate person because of everything coming up with Mystigan. I thought, like, there were two, like, and, you know,
The Magic Council's headquarters is little more than
and
a
I
pile of
remember
rubble by
there were,
now.
like,
I can't
the
tell
idea
you
of
what a
3
blessing Altair has been.
because of Mystigan too, but then I'm like, wait, there was one that was off, and I feel like,
She believes that all of
I don't know, I just never
mankind will
put it
become
together
one
in this
heaven.
rewatch, guys. I'm so
In
sorry.
fact, she told me she'd be
I
more
feel like
than
I'm,
happy to give her
you know,
life if it
I
meant
let
my
the fans
dream would
down.
come
Like,
to
I didn't
fruition.
remember this stuff. This is important stuff to know.
That
As a fairy
reminds
tale
me.
fan, you got to know this stuff.
I should thank her for
So,
being an
I won't
ignorant
ever forget it
fool
now,
who's
guys.
Easy to manipulate.
You! I'll kill you! What's happening to my arm?
It's just a vine snake. I slipped it onto you during our heartwarming embrace earlier. Now that I've collected the precise amount of magic energy needed for the R system, There's one more thing that must be done before Zeref can be resurrected. This is where you take center stage for your moment in the spotlight, my dear. The magic energy held within this lacrima must be fused with the body of my sacrifice. You know I really did love you, Erza.
No!
O great and powerful Zeref, I call upon you to offer you this woman's flesh.
Please, Jellal! I gotcha. Erza's
Let's
an
go.
important part of our fairy tale family. I won't let you touch her.
Natsu.
Jeez. What are you doing hanging around with this loser? If we don't hurry and get back to work, Lucy's not gonna be able to pay her rent. Trust me, you don't want to make her angry.
Sorry, but I can't move.
No way. Time for some serious payback. This is what you get for
Oh my
always
God.
doing
Natsu, you've got to get out of here as fast as you can.
I ain't leaving. If you can't do the fighting yourself, then I'll just have to do it for you.
You can't. He's too powerful. Besides, you don't know anything about him.
Who says I need to know the guy to beat him up?
Please, just this once, do as I ask you. What are you doing?
Honestly, I don't really know you all that well either. But I can still take you down.
Oh, jeez.
You're even foolhardy.
I feel like this whole moment here, this fight and everything that happens is like Erza now sees Natsu like as a equal, as a friend, as a true friend,
She was crying.
not just a teammate, not just a partner.
She looked so weak and fragile. Her voice was trembling with fear. I don't want to see Erza like that. I've always looked up to her as a strong warrior. And when she wakes up from this nightmare, I want her to feel like her old self again. If you want to get to her, you'll have to go through me.
I love it. Him and Gray each have their own respective like memories and feelings about Erza crying, and like how they each of them never want to see her cry. And it means so much in episode 309, guys, when that all comes to the forefront at the end of that episode. It's so good.
Is that the best you can do? I was hoping to get a taste of the destructive might of a dragon slayer before I started ripping you to shreds with my bare hands. But if that's all you've got, I won't waste my time.
I'll show you!
Meteor!
Man, this guy's fast. I'll have to rely on all my senses to fight him. Sound, feeling, his scent. If I concentrate, I can predict his next move. Stay focused! Gotcha! Why does it seem like he's getting faster?
Be glad you got your hits in, because it won't happen again.
Jeez.
May the 7 stars bring judgment upon you. 7-star sword! Grand chariot!
We know this move. It's tough. Like,
That spell packs as much of a punch as being hit by a falling meteor. The R system can't afford to suffer any more damage or it'll be rendered useless. I can feel the magic energy beginning to leak out. I'll have to hurry.
sneak attack. So now that the tower's a giant crystal, I guess shattering it would screw up your plans. This is not your day, buddy! Ah!
What are you doing?
Come on, didn't you know that destroying stuff is what us fairy tale wizards are best at? Now I'm all fired up. More than I've ever been before.
You won't get in my way!
Let's go! Round 2. Oh my gosh, man. So good. So good. We're going to go right to the next one. Here we go.
Now I'm all fired up. Even more
All
than
right,
I've
guys.
ever
This is
been
episode
before.
I'm
40.
not going to let you get in my
Jellal
way.
versus
This'll be the end
Natsu.
of-
Round 2.
I've dreamed of this day, and I won't let a fool like you spoil it for me. Too slow.
Like, this right here, guys, I feel like I need to comment that this alone, that Natsu was able to withstand that Grand Chariot blast. Like, that's a blast that usually takes out the competition. It's his final attack. It ends the fight. In all the other times he uses it. But Natsu just got right back up into the action.
Titania
Oh my
Falls.
god. Titania Falls. It just really highlights how strong Natsu is and just how powerful he actually is. And so many people don't realize it yet. Like, they underestimate him just because he's so goofy and quirky.
I'd watch my mouth if I were you.
And he just keeps coming. Jellal's finding this out firsthand.
He's aiming for the tower.
Now I'm angry. I'll make you pay!
Why is my shadow bending towards the light? That spell! It could kill Natsu!
And now, I'll plunge you into infinite darkness, Dragon Slayer!
Don't do it! Unless you want to kill me too! You don't want to lose your sacrifice to Zereth, do you?
The ceremony requires the body of a wizard comparable in strength to one of the 10 wizard saints. However, I can find a suitable replacement. You're not the only one who fits that bill. I'll worry about that after I kill both of you!
Watch out! What are you doing?
It's my fault that you're involved in this mess. The least I can do is protect you!
Get out of the way!
Heavenly body magic. Alter it!
Oh my god, I forgot about this.
The top of it blew up! But they'll be okay, won't they?
Coming in with the Piccolo stance. Oh, just like Rob. I didn't make that connection either.
Why, Simon?
To save you.
Simon!
I had no idea you were still crawling around the tower, you despicable pest.
Why didn't you escape with the others? Talk to me!
Please, don't cry. It's okay. I'm happy to give my life for you.
Save your energy. Don't talk anymore. Just try to stay with me.
You were the only person who made me smile.
I
What a perfectly foolish
didn't
thing
cry
to
when I
do.
first saw
He
this,
tried to
guys,
play
but
the valiant hero, but his death won't change a thing.
knowing the
Simon
impact
gave me no
Simon
right to
has
save yours, but he should have
on the
known
show
I'm not
and
letting
like
either of you
the
leave this
connections
tower
later
alive.
with Kagra and everything, like it's so sad.
Ah!
Oh, here we go.
I can't believe this. He's eating the ether nano from the Etherion blast.
Jeez.
How could you be so stupid? Ether Nano is made out of all types of elemental magic. It'll poison you!
What an idiot. Did he really think he'd be able to power up by consuming elements other than his own? It'll certainly make my job easier if he kills himself. No. His body absorbed the magic energy from the ether nano.
Jeez.
You made Erza cry! And I'm not gonna let you get away with that!
Oh my god.
I made a promise and I'm not gonna break it!
Natsu, promise you'll take care of her.
Hurt her again and I'll kill you! You'll never be able to catch me at this rate of speed.
Yes, again.
I won't lose! Not to you! I'm destined to create a land of freedom. I know because in my darkest hour, I could hear Lord Zareth calling out to me. He told me he could make all my dreams come true, and I believe him. There's a reason I'm the only human who can sense Zareth's presence. It's because I am the chosen one! Once he's been resurrected, we'll work together to create a land that's truly free! And you're gonna do that by taking away the rights of everyone else in the world?! I couldn't care less what happens to feeble-minded fools like you!
He's casting the Abyss Spray! You'll destroy the tower so many died to create!
This tower means nothing, you see. Now that I've done it, I could build another in half the time. Lord Zareth, your hour is near! You'll never know what it means to be free! Not as long as you're possessed by that spirit! Why are you letting him manipulate you? You can do it, Jellal! Free yourself!
Oh my god, man. I forgot how intense this is.
So this is the power that was hidden within him. The true form of the Dragon Slayer.
Man. So cool.
I can't believe that after all these years, the nightmare is over. Now Sho and the others can finally be free. Natsu! I knew you'd find your inner strength. You're amazing.
It's amazing that like Erza was the one to first call Natsu out,
The ether nano inside the tower must be getting out of control.
saying to find your inner strength, you know, push past your limits and get there. And then it was so amazing that she was the one to see it, and she was the one to be there and witness it. And just awesome, guys. So awesome.
Causing a tremendous explosion.
What? We'd better start making tracks or we're dead meat!
He was such a good guy. Like, first initially presented as a villain, I loved his true colors coming out, shining through and just saying, yes, I'm going to help you. And he was just such a genuinely good guy. And like, I think I was in disbelief when I first saw this guy that he was actually dead. Like,
it's transforming. I can't imagine how much destructive power it has. Even if we made it outside the tower, we'd still be caught in the explosion. Natsu, now it's my turn to save you. But if there's no way to contain the blast or escape it, then what am I going to do? If I fuse my body with the magic energy inside the lacrima, I might be able to control it and keep it from exploding. It's a risk I'll have to take. Good. I was worried that it might reject me.
Erza?
Natsu!
Hey, what are you doing? I don't get it. Are you trying to go back inside that thing?
If it continues to gain power, the lacrima won't be able to contain it and the whole place will explode. But if I fuse my body with the magic energy, I can prevent that from happening.
I'm not gonna let you do that! There's gotta be another way to stop it! Erza!
I promise I'll stop it. There's no need to worry. I'm determined to save all of you.
No! Don't do it!
I have to. I can't even imagine what my life would have been like without Fairy Tale. If it weren't for you and the others, I probably wouldn't be here today. I hope you know how important you all are to me. I care for you so much.
Erza.
That's why I'm willing to make the ultimate sacrifice. If it means my loved ones will be spared, I'll gladly give my life. So that you may live.
No way! Come out of there right now!
Natsu, please watch over everyone for me.
You can't leave us! No!
I promise you. I'll always be there by your side.
Oh crap! It's exploding!
No, it's not. Take a closer look. The magic energy shooting upwards out of the tower.
Where'd the tower go?
It was just there a second ago.
Natsu! Where are you?
I didn't realize that her eye was so badly injured. It'll be next to impossible for me to completely restore her sight again.
Oh, come on, don't be so negative. I know you can do it. It's just a shame she has to wear that ugly eye patch when she has such a pretty little face.
Makarov!
No, not the ear again. You know how much I hate that.
You're not planning on putting the moves on her.
Oh
when
my
she wears
god,
it.
guys. Just everything going on.
So what's her story?
She's not much of a talker, but apparently Rob sent her to me.
Rob? Well, does she know where he is now?
According to the child, he's dead.
Take a look.
It's healed.
You can see with it?
Yes, ma'am.
Then I think it's about time you leave, young lady. Nothing personal, but I don't care much for people.
Thank you so much.
Wait a minute. Something's wrong. When you cry, the injured eye isn't tearing up. I don't understand what's wrong.
It's not your fault. It's probably because I've cried so much I don't have many tears left.
Where am I?
Oh, man, this episode was big. Oh, I'm like ready to just bawl. Like, and I know, guys, like, I know Erza's okay. Like, I know she's gonna be fine. Like, she's in the show, the whole rest of the show. But this moment, like, she was just so willing to give her life and give herself up for the sake of everybody else. And like, the ending just shows us that she didn't die. She's alive. So there's something somewhere she's alive. I also just got to very quickly comment, guys. I love that they showed Trinity Raven escaping the tower. Just like a 1-second shot. They're all alive. I don't think they ever come back in the show. The other two, at least. Ikaruga does, but they, spoiler alert, guys, by the time she comes back, she has died. So I don't know if we're going to see them again or if there's more with that story. I don't remember at all what's going on there. But, man, nonetheless, we're going to just go right into the next one. Let's do one more, guys, and here we go.
Am I still inside the lacrima? No. This feels different. Does this mean it can't be? I'm dead.
Erza Scarlet touched many lives in this world, with a heart as huge and boundless as the sky above. Her noble sword shone vibrantly as she protected those she dearly loved. She moved with the grace of a fluttering fairy, and her exquisite beauty rivaled that of Mother Nature herself. It's a painful reminder that love can give you strength, but losing love can render you powerless.
This is episode 41 now, guys. So sad.
Our fairy tale family will never be the same.
In the wake of this tragedy, we have been left with 2 empty seats on the Magic Council. We have unanimously voted to award one of those seats to her posthumously. I am proud to declare Miss Erza Scarlet an eternal member of the 10 Wizard Saints.
Home!
I remember watching this, and I couldn't, and I'm still, even now, I'm like, is this real? Is this a fantasy or a dream or in her mind?
And watch you go through with this!
Natsu.
Just what do you think you're doing, young man?
Please, calm down!
How dare you! We all know Erza isn't dead!
This is already hard enough! Please stop! Why can't you face the truth, Natsu? She's gone!
Let go of me! I know Erza's still alive!
I sacrificed myself because I thought it would make the future better for them. But that's not the case. I never thought things would turn out this way. I wanted to save them so that they could go on living happily. I never meant to hurt them like this.
All right, all in her mind. Oh, I wasn't kidding, guys. I forgot like so much of this arc. It was amazing to revisit.
Does this mean I'm still alive? Natsu, you saved me again. I was lost in that sea of magic energy, and you were still able to find me.
I feel the same way you do.
Natsu, I can't imagine my life without Fairy Tale. If it weren't for you and the others, I wouldn't be here today.
And I know everyone else does too. Promise me you won't do something like that again.
I won't.
Promise!
I promise. Thank you, Natsu. This experience has
Oh,
taught me
I
a
can't
very
stop.
important lesson. You don't die for your friends. You live for them.
Such a great line. Love that line.
Because their future wouldn't be as happy without you in it.
It's one of the best lines of the show, I gotta say. There's a few. There's like a bunch of top lines, and like that I remember that's one of the big ones.
For the last 3 days.
You don't die for your friends, you live for them.
Say that again and I'll
Like,
smack ya!
so good.
That punk woke up just to pick a fight with me!
I know I've already said this, but I'm sorry for
Oh my gosh, man, I'm so emotional today.
You don't have to keep apologizing to
These
us.
episodes.
Where's your friend? I wanted to thank her.
You talking about Juvia? She left a while ago. She wanted to go to Fairy Tale and talk to Gramps about signing up with the guild.
I see.
So happy she did that.
It's not like we ever meant to hurt you or nothing.
We're really sorry about everything.
I should apologize to you. I left you in the tower for all those years. I hope that you can forgive me.
We've already forgiven you, sis.
But if I had gone back, then Simon might still be here with us.
I gotta tell you, he was a good man. I just thought you should know that. 'Cause he always loved you.
Shush, Wally!
It's okay. I already knew how he felt. He gave his life to save mine. I'll always be grateful. I know it's hard, but we have to try to keep moving forward. That's what Simon would have wanted us to do. You could join Fairy Tale. Give guild life a try.
Really?
Yeah, you sure that's okay?
Of course, but I don't want to put any pressure on you. So I'll let you think it over for a bit.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty sold on the idea already.
There'd be a new adventure every day!
If we could all stay together, that would make me very happy. Let's head back to the hotel. I haven't had the chance to properly introduce you to Natsu.
You've grown strong, Erza.
Jellal.
He's still out there.
It must have been my imagination.
Once we were able to relax a little back at the resort, Erza opened up to me about everything. She said she had a feeling that Jellal might have been the one who kept the tower from exploding. I was skeptical, but I suppose he could have gone back to his old self once he was free from Zeref's possession. She said he must have fused his body with the ether nano in her place and chose to shoot the magic energy into the sky. At first I wasn't so sure, but the more I think about it, I guess it's possible. It's weird, but I actually feel bad for Jellal. In the end, he was just another one of Zeref's innocent victims.
Lucy!
Yeah?
Do you know where Sho and the others are?
I haven't seen them since dinner.
I can't find them anywhere. Tell Natsu and Gray to get the fireworks ready and meet me on the beach.
Erza?
Are you sure we're gonna be able to make it in the outside world? We've never been on our own before.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to try. Erza's got her own problems. She doesn't need us to weigh her down.
There you are.
You found us. Please don't try to stop us from leaving. We've made up our minds. All we've ever known is the inside of that tower. It's where we grew up. Now we're adults and we don't know a single thing about the outside world. This is our chance to get out there and see it. For the first time in our lives, we're free to do whatever we want. We want to follow our dreams just like everybody else. But that's something we're gonna have to do on our own.
Well, I have complete faith in you. And I know you'll do fine out there. I'm not worried. However, there are 3 rules that any member who chooses to leave the Fairy Tale Guild must abide by.
What do you mean leave? We never even officially joined it.
Number 1, never share sensitive information about the guild with anyone so long as you live. Number 2, never contact any clients you worked for while in the guild for your own personal gain. Number 3, although our paths must stray, promise to live the rest of your lives to the fullest. That means you must treat every day as though it were your last in this world. Never forget your fairy tale friends. Treasure them for as long as you live. Let the fairy tale farewell begin now!
Yes, ma'am!
Oh my god.
May all your journeys bring you joy.
Here goes!
Watch this!
I wish we could stay together forever. But deep down, I know I'd only hold you back. I don't want that. After all the years you spent stuck in that tower, you deserve to finally be free.
We never think you'd hold us back!
Oh my god. This is so sad.
But I have so much more than just painful memories with you. Besides, what we went through made us stronger. It brought us closer. I will always hold on to those memories, both the good and the bad. I wish you the best of luck and happiness in your new lives. This isn't goodbye. I know we'll meet again.
We'll miss you, sister!
See you soon, Erzy Warzy!
Yeah, we'll meet again someday. I can guarantee you it,
I'm just shocked, guys. Like, still shocked even now because like it's just like the way they were introduced versus how they left. It's just such a difference. Oh my god, there we go.
Fairy Tale's new guild hall. Are you kidding me?
I'm like, I'm a mess today, man. These episodes.
Do we really need a gift shop too?
Hey there. Glad you guys made it back okay. What's new?
They got you working the gift shop, Max? It's been a while since we've seen you around the guild.
Well, Master made me go back to school because he wanted me to take some business
You're
classes.
Maxilorus. I've read all about you in Sorcerer Weekly.
Yes, ma'am. That'd be me. And you know, I've heard a lot about you, Lucy.
I don't want to think about the crazy things they probably told you. So what kind of stuff are you selling here?
We've got t-shirts, wristbands, mugs, towels, and of course, there's our most popular item.
Wow, a Lucy action figure. Nobody ever asked me if I was cool with that.
She's posable, and her clothes come
Oh my. Oh jeez.
Pretty.
I could get used to this.
Too good.
Hey, man. What's wrong?
I'm not good with change.
It's so good to have you back, Lou. Guess what? Now we've got a swimming pool behind the bar.
Welcome back. That's kind of weird.
It's just not the same.
And we've even got a game room down in the basement.
You're back.
Took you long enough.
Does it need to be this big?
I don't like it.
But the biggest change is upstairs, because now everybody's allowed to go up to the second floor.
Yo!
Oh, wow! Master actually lets more of us go on S-Class quests, but only if an S-Class wizard agrees to go along.
Well, I'm glad you dunderheads made it back safely.
Master.
I'd like you to meet Fairy Tale's newest
Hey,
member,
there she
Julia.
is.
Isn't she a
I
cutie?
can't wait to work with you.
So you actually made it in, huh?
Thanks so much for helping us in Akane.
No, I should be thanking you, because now I found a new guild.
Hey, girl.
We will fight for prey.
Won't be necessary.
We've also added another new member
Oh my
to
God.
the guild. Someone you might recognize.
Oh my god, here we are.
What? Him? Are you kidding me?
Gajeel! Why'd you let him in here, Gramps?
Calm down. I asked him to come along with me. I don't mind Juvia, but he's the one responsible for destroying our guild hall.
Now, remember what I've taught you. Yesterday's enemy can be today's friend, right?
Yeah. If I'm okay with him here, then you should be too.
Poor Levy.
There ain't no way! I can't work with somebody I can't trust!
What's the big deal? It's not like I want to be your buddy.
And that's cold!
The only reason I'm here is to get work. I hate this stupid guild and everyone in it, but times are tough, so I had no choice but to join.
Shut up, loser!
Sorry, but Gajeel was having a hard time finding work and I couldn't just turn my back on him. But I don't want you to think I have a crush on him or anything!
I know you kids don't like it, but as the master of this guild, it's my duty to help those who've gone astray find the right path.
While I may not agree with you, I will respect your decision. But I'll warn you, I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on him.
Fine.
This new guild hall just doesn't feel right. Hey! We made it back, Mira!
Good to see you. I'd like to dedicate this song to Fairy Tail's strongest team and congratulate them on their safe return.
Knock them dead, Mira Jane!
We love you, Mira!
As I walk past your room, my shadow falls through your door. One more day you're not here. One more night gazing up at the stars above, I pray that they guide your way. Just look up and follow the starlight back home.
I'm so happy they made it back safely.
So when your eyes begin to fill with tears, look up, and when the
I can't believe how fast my fairy tale children are growing up. Maybe it is about time for me to start thinking about retiring.
under the starry sky, to light your pathway, just count on the stars, follow them to your door, follow them home.
So good. So good.
Awesome! Who's up next?
Oh my god.
What the? Wrote a tune I call Best Friend. Would you like to hear it? Well, here it goes.
I listen to you! Yeah, get off the stage, you bonehead!
Sparkling and colorful, shooby-dooba, you caught my eye like a shiny piece of metal. So
Whoa!
He's not half bad!
Show 'em what you can do, Gajeel!
Rock on!
Oh my god, here he is.
one bite is never enough.
Man, this has got to be the worst song I've ever heard! You want a piece of me?
Shooby-dooba!
And he's fitting right in.
No! Which one of you wise guys do that, huh?
Natsu, would you quit screwing around
Aw.
already?
He made me drop my strawberry cake.
Now listen up! If you were real men, you'd take this outside!
Watch it, you won't!
Would somebody stop him? This is getting crazy!
Now it's starting to feel like...
So what's the deal? Why'd you ask me to meet you out here? Make it fast, I gotta get to work.
We got a bone to pick with you. After what you did to us, there's no way you're joining our guild.
Come on, guys. Can't you just forgive and forget?
Maybe he's right. I mean, now that he's in the guild, he's not gonna do it again.
We gotta let him know. He can't mess with us. That's right. Go ahead and act tough. While you still can. Secret Seeds! Knuckle Blast! Falcon Heaven's Sword!
You're not giving the new guy a hard time, are ya?
Loxus.
But seeing as this is the punk that tore down our guild hall, I understand how you feel. I bet the only reason the old geezer let you join the guild is because he was scared of you wrecking the place again. We become the laughingstock of the magic community. Because of you! On my way back from my last job, I stopped off at a few pubs, and I heard some things that really pissed me off. Everybody was talking about how weak the Fairy Tale Guild is now. No one dared just say that about us before you came along! Now, you're gonna pay!
I didn't realize it till now. He's not fighting back.
He's letting them get their anger out on him. I think he's trying to gain our acceptance.
You never should have messed with Fairy Tale, punk! Because now you're gonna
This really bothered me because, like, why does Loxus care? He didn't care before. Why is he caring now?
I'm not taking orders from you!
Such a moment here.
Gajeel!
You're through with me now. Because I got other things to do.
Gajeel,
Leave me alone.
I think that moment right there opened up Levy's eyes, sees
Much more of this.
Gajeel as a person.
Fairy Tale has become totally pathetic. It's nothing but a joke now. The stupid old geezer's running it into the ground. When I take over the guild, things are gonna change.
Oh my gosh, man. And what's to come next with Loxus is crazy. The Battle of Fairy Tale. Like, we know at this time, like, we know Loxus is just a jerk, and he's just mean and horrible, and everything that he said so far of things he wants to change is for the worse. We all know that so far walking into this moment. So, like, we know that he is not going to be good for the guild. And, like, we want to stop him. Like, that's kind of like the impression I got at this time when I first saw this, guys. And, like, just, and I just got to say it again, man, Loxus's growth, like, one of, to me at least, one of the most hated characters to one of the best. Like, he's one of my probably top male characters, like, just because of his growth arc throughout the show. It's so good. And he, like, I'm so excited for what's to come, even though he does mean, horrible things. But we get to meet the Thunder Legion, his team, and they're awesome, and they're fun in their own way. And I'm excited for that next, guys. I think we get a tease in the opening credits, but we have Mira finally showcasing her magic and her power. That'll be awesome, too. This little shot right here, like, such a happy Loxus as a kid, and, like, seeing him just as this mean guy now. Oh, crazy. All right, let's see what's next, guys.
Fairy Tale's gonna have a fighting tournament? Oh man, I can't wait to kick everybody's butt!
Hold on, buddy. I think you're forgetting about Erza and Natsu. You're never gonna be able to beat them.
You just watch. When I'm done with them, they'll be crying for mercy.
A smart man gains wisdom from another's mishap, says the wise man.
What does that mean? Next time, Battle of Fairy
There we go.
Tale. You can't just start calling yourself a wise man. Be cooler. I'm not sharing my winnings with you.
People with narrow minds have broad tongues.
Shut up, Happy.
Gosh, man, and I like, as you probably saw, guys, I lost it multiple times these episodes, and, like, it's just so emotional, man. Like, the Tower of Heaven is now over. That arc is just so good, and I'm so happy now that I know the story. There's still the question of the possession of Jellal. Like, we know, spoiler alert, guys, we know Jellal is still alive. Like, he didn't actually die. He didn't sacrifice his body. I feel like he was involved. He was able to deter the blast, and that's why Erza didn't actually die. But I don't remember if they show that, or if they go over that more when he returns, or what, or if it's just that's just kind of like what we're led to, that say, and move on about it. So Jellal comes back. He's not going to be so evil the next time we see him, and I'm really excited for that, because like that's going to begin his whole redemption arc. Altair is involved, and I know that she is running the possession, but I don't remember how it factors in with Zeref, like if Zeref is actually like involved at all, or if it was just all Altair in the first place and that's it. Like I'm a fuzzy on that, so I'm excited to kind of see that again. That I think kind of then gets explained in the island arc, and the island arc, guys, I will say is the next arc that I'm super fuzzy on. Like I remember Zeref himself showing up, having a whole conversation with Natsu. If you ask me what was said at all, I don't know. I can't remember. So that is the next big arc, guys, that I'm like super excited to get to, because I don't remember almost any details, I gotta say, of that show. I remember like the S-Class quest beginning. I remember the teams that form with that. I remember some of the battles that get formed with that, but like the 7 Sins of Purgatory, all that, like all those characters I'm super fuzzy on. The story with them, the story with Zeref, and like everything else that happens with that, man, it's gonna be so good. That is the next thing, guys, I'm crazy excited for. And we also have Edelus coming up, and Edelus is crazy too. I love Edelus arc. And man, just so much more to come, guys. We are on, obviously, a rewatch of episodes 1 through 175. 176 all the way to the end are already on this channel, so guys, feel free to check it out at any time. They're great, and gosh, man, I can't express my excitement enough for what's to come. We'll be back, guys, every Friday for more reactions of Fairy Tales, so stay tuned. If you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a great one, and we'll see you next time.